There was a piece of the blade in the body and Henry recognized it as a very rare surgical blade. Abe gets in contact with another antique dealer who may have had the blade and steals her contact book. Unfortunately, it's in Japanese and he can't read it. Meanwhile, Henry takes a closer look at the body and discovers the killer made a mistake. Instead of cutting the victim's wrist like it really happened, the killer used the shape that the newspapers inaccurately described. This means the killer isn't Jack and has been looking at old news articles. Joe and Henry go to the library and notice that the last person who checked out the old newspaper used another name from the Ripper's case. A second name on the list has the same handwriting and is still in the library. The guy sees them staring and immediately runs away, so the duo starts chasing him. The suspect drops his bag while Joe keeps on following him, but Henry stops to look at it and finds the blade. At that moment he gets a call from Adam, who is at the crime scene, and tells Henry that he missed a detail. It seems the criminal is copying various famous killers and not just Jack. There's a black dahlia at the crime scene and Henry also finds it in the suspect's notebook. Joe catches the guy and takes him to the station for interrogation. He explains he's an author of graphic novels about demons that inspire murderers and it was all research. Some of his fans are very intense and have been stalking him, so this man ran from Joe because he thought she was another crazy fan. Judging by the comments fans leave on his webpage about murder fantasies, he thinks a fan is behind the murders and is using his comics as a guide. Henry and the cops check the comics and confirm the murder could have been copied from them. Soon another body is found at the park and this murder is an exact copy of the famous Black Dahlia case. Inside the victim's mouth there's a piece of nylon, which means the next crime will match the Boston Strangler. There's a leaf near the body that doesn't come from any of the park plants. It only grows in Brooklyn, so the cops search the comic webpage for fans who live in that area. Following the message's IP, the police team bursts into a house and arrests a teenager named Devin. During interrogation, Devin keeps acting very creepy and smug because he thinks they don't have enough to charge him. The parents are yelling at Joanna, who reveals that some shoes in Devin's house match the footprints from the crime scene. Before the parents leave to get a lawyer, Henry tells them he has proof of purchase from an antique shop. Ignoring Joe's scolding about stolen evidence,